Oh
Am
my
I
God.
echoey this time?
You are echoing.
Man, she has taken promoting Echo very seriously.
Ma'am. Miss Ma'am. I do
Jin
not know
has
what's
gotten
going
into
on.
you.
I'll just mime again.
Yeah, I also can't see your picture. Or is that on purpose, your camera?
No, it's not on purpose. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. God dang it. I'll just mute the whole time like last time, and then if I have something to add, I'll add it.
That's fair.
Okay. Damn it.
I have a very heavy dog on top of me.
Why am I?
I know. I don't like that option. That stinks. I want to be able to hear you. Hi, everybody. Come on in. I know Inga's laughing. I know. The problem child is better at the chat.
I'm going to try a different phone and see if that works. So hold on.
Nice.
Yay.
Where's everybody else?
Good to have several phones.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, there's Quince. Get your ass in here. And then we're waiting for Doc. I am wearing one of the first designs I ever made when I started making designs for Bangtan, and I'm wearing it in honor of the blog. It's Jung Kook's Maknae Gym.
Oh,
nice.
Because if all of you that are joining right now haven't had a chance to read the blog and flap your hands and squeal over the pictures in the blog, then I really recommend that you do that. Because
this week was,
yeah.
This week was
I mean,
something.
listen, I don't know how you would even photograph, like, the golden promotional photos of Jung Kook were killing us, like, right off the bat. We were like, we can't even get past the freaking promo pictures for this album.
It was a lot.
We're doomed.
It was a lot.
We're
He chose
completely doomed.
violence. He chose violence.
We made noises. We made some really interesting noises.
It was just, yeah. It was unintelligible squeeing for longer than it needed to be, but it is what it is. It's Jung Kook.
And then we were like, oh, we want this picture, but what about this picture? And then we were like, you know what? We can put in whatever fucking pictures we want.
You know? And then Quince is like, you know, it'd be nice to have this picture. You know, she's got a specific one in mind. She's like, but also I've put some of my own personal collection in the chat. Feel free to peruse those pictures as well and see if one catches your fancy. And I'm like, download. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anywho.
It wasn't a chore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Doc said she's going to be rolling in hot.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, he says I've screamed until high-pitched dog's mouths away can hear me. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Let's get Doc in.
Rolling in.
Did you try the other phone?
There she is.
I'm not allowed to. It won't let me upload it because it wasn't my phone.
Oh, I made it, guys. I did it. I did it.
You did it. You did it.
I wonder what would happen if Stephanie tried to host a live. I'm not saying let's end, but maybe next time we try that and see if that's any different.
Yeah,
or if it's a new form of torture. Well, it is for me. I know. I'm Googling it. Okay.
Hey, Connie.
I should probably open the agenda.
Hey, Charlotte 3. Hi, y'all.
I did my best. I did my gosh darndest best.
Well, my computer keeps crashing, so it might die in the middle of.
I'm gonna uninstall the app and reinstall it. I'll be back.
Okay.
Restart your phone too. Okay.
She'll be back.
Look at us with tech support.
Weverse is celebrating Echo. I agree.
Did you try turning it off and turning it on again?
It's true.
That's baseline
technical advice.
It's true.
Always the start.
Hey, everybody.
Why is my screen
Hi,
on
friends.
What the fuck is this?
So tomorrow is the last day of school for my kiddos. and I wanted to just brag a minute that the Echo album is exactly, if I press play from the top as I'm leaving my driveway, I'm pulling in right as the album is ending.
Yeah.
It's like Jin made me the perfect album to take the kid to school.
That's nice.
So it's been really fun.
It was meant to be.
It was totally meant to be. I'm yeah.
Never fails. I turn on this
Destiny.
and then my allergies start acting up. My eyes start watering.
Oh no. No. But now we got remixes to put in there. We'll talk about that in a minute, but we got remixes to stream too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently
Hi, Maria.
The pollen in your city
Nice to meet
hates
you.
fun.
If it's your first time here, welcome.
Oh yeah, welcome. We shoot the shit for a bit until we give a chance for people to kind of come in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
plus, we're kind of loose on content tonight. It's the week tea it's super weak tonight. It's the mildest of chamomiles.
it is barely a whiff of apple chamomile.
Whiff.
Barely a whiff.
Sure, I don't know. Maybe I am allergic to you. Who knows? I don't think so. We've hung out in the Bora Lounge quite a lot. I don't think I am.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, Mint Pegasus. Hello,
You know,
friend.
The best part about everything that's going on, though, for the week tea means I get to scroll through my glorious Bird app timeline where it is just so many pictures of Jin. Jin at Super Mario World. Jin at
Oh my
in
god.
front of the Empire State Building that is lit in his honor. Jin. It's fantastic.
I love his. I love his
So
little ass so much.
crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's funny because it's hard to imagine that there are people that would look at that and go, why is the Empire State Building lit up and what's Echo? What's Jin? And so it's hard to imagine that there are people still
Not a lot of. I would tell you, I live in New York, and not a lot of people know that the meaning of the lights of the Empire State.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Because every time they light for something.
Yeah.
Right.
They're usually light in white when there's nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Is this any better?
Yay!
Yes!
Whoa! Yes! Party! Yay!
We figured it out!
You did it!
like we
The turn it off, turn it back on method works.
It actually works!
Amazing.
like we
how
just
the
solved.
IT Bible once again steady and true.
Like we just
Holds true.
just solved a really difficult problem.
Yep.
I love that for us.
I
Winning,
love how we solved a difficult problem in true IT crowd nerdiness. Did you try turning it off and back on again?
Yeah.
Did you try? Perhaps
Did you do this? Did you do
Did
that?
you perhaps depress the power button for 1 to
I
2
feel it.
seconds?
I uninstalled it, reinstalled it, I uninstalled it, turned my phone off, turned my phone on, reinstalled it, and voila.
Boom,
Beautiful.
magic.
Beautiful.
It's
Well,
like-
you are just in time to do the intro and welcome, Steph.
You are.
Hello.
Whoa! Yay!
Made
Welcome,
it.
everybody. Happy Wednesday. We've made it to hump day, midway through the week. We're limping in here just like every other Wednesday. We're happy that you guys are here. Our golden Magne has an ear infection.
Yeah, she is under
No.
So hearing our voices probably would not help that. So,
That's fair.
I mean, I'm not a
That's
doctor
fair.
or anything, but I know one. So,
the doc goes up 3
fair.
more decibels.
Listen, I play a doctor in real life, and 0 out of 10 recommendations to spend time with us with an ear infection.
Nope. Not happening. Nope.
One
Nope.
okay, so
one doctor.
approximately, let's see, 500 days ago, we came up with a harebrained idea to start a book club where we would watch a piece of BTS content because the boys were all leaving and we were all going to be lonely, and I was worried that the community that we had built that's around Army, that's around BTS, since we wouldn't have anything to talk about, we would kind of lose that connection. And so we decided to create this project. We gave it 529 days from January 1st, 2024 to June 13th, 2025, Festa. And we thought that would get us through. And then about 3 days in, content started coming out from our ears. So, but we've managed. And so that was the whole point of the project, to do content and build community. And we've done both. Now we're coming up on the end of the phase 1 of the project. And who knew we would enter a phase 2? We don't know what that looks like yet, but we're figuring it out. But, mysteries ahead, mysteries.
Yeah.
Secret.
Spice of life, man. Spice.
Yep.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed. So, we are all about content and community here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about the content part of it. So Steph mentioned our little weekly project, which was the original idea, became the blog, where each week we chronicle BTS's discography in chronological order. When we ran out of BTS, we just went into the members and started on their solo music through chapter 2. And we were doing solo months. So we go in fan chant order. We started with our leader, Kim Namjoon. We've worked our way all the way up until the end. We are in the middle of JK. It's our
Jung Kook.
It's our Golden Magnes month.
JK.
JK.
So I write the blog every week. It's a harrowing adventure. Dear God, Christina.
Oh, mother.
Can you warn somebody?
You motherfucker.
Look at him.
How dare you?
Can you warn a
I
person before
can't
you
even
just
with you right now.
throw that up?
She's attacking us.
Audacity.
Look at him.
Attack. Attack.
Keep going. Keep going.
Cool.
It's cool. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine, guys. Don't worry.
Yes. I write the blog. Doc, who is next to me on the screen here, she's responsible for heading up the research team, which sourced all the material for the blog, which she then squirreled through and picked through and picked the best bits and put it in a spreadsheet for me so that I could write it. And this week is week 71. We are really, honestly and truly almost done with this chapter 1 of the project of the blog. And I'm just going to stare blankly at a wall for a little while when it's done. That's what I'm going to do.
It's crazy.
I'm just going to stare at a wall.
I had all these plans on things I was going to do last weekend because I was done with my part. And I did fuck all except start planning fuckery for Kansas City. This is why I'm so into it.
Yeah, that's why she's
I'm over here
in everyone's
This is
DMs.
why I'm all over. I got like 30 DMs going on the server. It's obnoxious, honestly. It's because I have nothing to do right now.
You never.
I don't even know.
I was wondering why that was happening. Now it makes sense.
I have all this time to plan
I'm
shit.
like, what in the hell is going on with Doc? And now I know.
Yeah.
Like, this girl's volunteering for everything.
Because I don't know what to do with myself now that I've suddenly got 60 free hours every week. What am I supposed to
God,
do
it all
with
makes
that
sense.
time?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Get this girl a hobby fast.
No, I gotta go
Listen, she
back.
knows
I
she
got
has
6
things
weeks
to do.
I got 6 weeks of something that I need to work
knows
on.
she has things to
I
do?
just last weekend I just was like, fuck all of it. I'm having fun. And
That's amazing.
It's fine. It's whatever.
That's amazing.
Meanwhile, I was still like, I don't have time for this.
Yes. I cannot do this right now.
So week
Please.
71, week 3 of JK, and it is called
JK.
And You Give Me Life. This blog was a pain in my fucking ass to get off the ground. I will tell you that right now. Life tried me. Tried me.
It was tempting, man.
Rude. Always
rude.
trying to interrupt the Bangtan time. Always.
Yes.
When life starts lifing, it just needs to fucking stop.
But she's up. She's seaworthy. Go check her out.
She's beautiful too.
She's
She is
beautiful.
beautiful.
And I'm not talking about Jung Kook. I'm talking about the blog. He is also beautiful, but
And
the
he
blog,
is deadly in the blog.
go and check her out in all of
A
her
lot of
glory.
dangerous junk cookie in that blog.
We have a ton of other stuff on our website too. Make sure you check that out while you're over there. We have tons of guides, and we have our Ask AP529, which Leslie writes. Tons of content over there. So go and check that out. I'm gonna turn it over to Patricia now so she can talk about the other part.
Other piece. The other piece is the other C, community. Community. We're all about finding Army community, finding your people. So how do we do that? I made a map where you can put your social medias and find people near your area. So it's a big map of the world. We have people all over. We have 5,700 and something people. We're touching
Amazing.
800.
I'm going to pull it up just so we can show it
yes.
off.
It's a very big map. It has people everywhere. So if you don't have friends nearby, get yourself in the map and check if you can find somebody in the social medias that is also near you. So check it out.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah,
That's
look at
amazing.
That. Look at all those
them
army
beautiful,
bombs.
colorful army
In
bombs.
every continent.
On the random little islands.
I
Yes.
do love
Yes.
the islands.
Like
I
out in
love
the
how
middle
there's like
of...
these middle of nowhere
Look at that.
islands, and it'll have like 3 army
That's
bombs
the
on it.
Canary
Look at that.
Island. That's either the Azores or the Canary Islands. So
There is a
either
JIN
Portuguese
bias.
territory or Spanish territory. Yeah.
Right
He needs
there.
a friend.
Bias. Yay!
That's fantastic.
Yay.
Yeah.
Look at all these people.
I know. This is so beautiful. Look at that.
The map is amazing.
We have
I
people
love
in
everything
Spain. We have people in Europe. We have people everywhere.
Yep. Everywhere.
We
Look,
have a
Iceland.
friend in Iceland. Yeah.
Look at-
who actually comes to my watch parties on Monday
It's like a
to
cluster.
see Ginny's Kitchen in Iceland.
That's amazing.
Aw.
I want to go there.
Mhm.
Look
We
at
have
this
people
sugar
in
bias right
Peru.
here.
Look
It's
at that.
amazing. Anyways,
Inga. Yeah, that's right, Shells. Inga is our friend.
it's amazing.
So we have people all over the world. And we have a Discord as well where you have local threads where you can also connect with local people. And we also do meetups in person, and we're having one this July 25th. That's what Doc was talking about. She's planning all these fun things for July because we know that this might be the last one we do for a while. So
Yes.
we are meeting in Kansas City, July 25th, for 3 days of Bangtan fun. And yesterday we were meeting, talking about some of the games that we're going to play. And I'm going to be practicing the one I'm organizing that everybody died laughing when I actually pitched it. Because we're all going to laugh
It's gonna be great.
so much with that one. But I'm going to keep it secret. But yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So we still have space. If you can come to Kansas City to join us July 25th, it's going to be crazy. And if you're going to the concert in Dallas and you just want to kind of jump in a car and go to Kansas City to continue the Bangtan fun, you can do that because we also have a caravan, the Carajin, that is going to drive from Dallas to Kansas City. So why not?
Yep. Can I spoil one thing too about what we're planning on doing on the car ride?
Of course.
So
Sure.
if you have a Weverse subscription, which I do, you can run a streaming party. And so however long it takes us to get from Dallas to Kansas City, we will be running a streaming party and popping in and saying hi and getting those streams. So even if you're not in the Carajin, you'll be able to listen in on our streaming party, which is going to be really cool. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
I am an old school making mixtapes kind of girl who used to put the cassette tape in and wait for the DJ to stop talking so I could record the song.
Yes.
And I had to think about how the songs meshed together emotionally, you know, like what feeling I was going for. And so literally looking at Bangtan's entire discography for a giant ass playlist that's going to be like 8+ hours. So it's going to be super cool.
It's gonna
And that was
be
Doc's idea and I loved it.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah. It's exciting. We're working on we're looking between 2 different platforms on which streaming location will be the best, but
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be awesome And even if you're not in the Carriagin, you can kind of sort of participate satellite with the Carriagin by listening in on our listening party or our streaming party during it, because you'll hear, you know, like Christina coming in with DJ stuff and announcing when our next stops are and kind of things like that throughout the trip. And so you'll kind of feel like you're part of it, even if you're not in the Carriagin itself. It's going to be awesome.
Fun.
That's going to be fun.
Anyway, and then Doc is planning all this other side quests.
I'm also planning the Carriagin, so like.
So if you guys want to participate in the side quests, reach out to
You gotta
Doc.
DM me.
Yeah, exactly.
In the server.
I love Doc too, because she is like, she loves driving. I am the perfect side seat, like riding shotgun. I will unwrap your burger for you and hand it to you. Yes, I am totally a passenger. So when she's like, "Oh, I love that's nothing to me," I was like, "Yay!" Anyway.
Like,
Okay.
I'm literally, my boss finally found out today why I'm off the schedule for a day and a half at the end of June. And he was like, hey, so the person that your schedule says is kidnapping you, I talked to them today and I now know why you're being kidnapped. And I was like, oh, you found out about the Stray Kids concert? And he was like, I did in fact find out why you're off the schedule. And I laughed. He thought it was hilarious. He's like, so you're going to go see more Korean men in Chicago? And I'm like, yes, I am. Yes.
Exactly.
So
That's a good plan.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Right now, I'm off the schedule for the entire week of Dallas and KC, but the schedule just says KC. So that's all you need to know.
It's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
They'll find out soon enough. They'll find out soon enough.
I mean, they'll see pictures and shit, but that's all I need to know for now.
One more thing I should mention about Kansas City. We're going to have a vendor market at the meetup, and there's a sign-up form. If you're coming to the Kansas City meetup and you want to be a vendor and get a table, you can fill out the form. It's posted in social media and in Discord. So, you know,
Spaces are limited, so if you are interested, do not wait.
yes,
Yeah.
just send the form
good
over.
point.
You know, speaking of do not wait as well, there is a form on the server if you are planning on joining the Carriagin we just talked about. We are assigning people to vehicles as they come in the hopes that we can have, like right now we have enough drivers of existing vehicles for the passengers who want to go on it. But when we reach a certain level, people are going to have to start renting cars to join the caravan or the Carriagin. So make sure you fill that form out now as quick as you can. It closes on July 1. So you want to get that form filled out if you're planning on actually physically joining us on that Carriagin to Kansas City. So back to this whole thing. For those of you who are new to us, we go live twice a week. We go live here on TikTok on Wednesdays for our midweek tea, where we bring you member news from the week and talk about shenanigans and tomfoolery that happened out on Kim Namjoon's internets during the week. And on Sundays, we go live over on YouTube at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. So where we do a deep dive, and that deep dive is a specific topic that we talk about more in depth on either something that's happening in the news and in the world at the time, or something associated with the blog that we've been writing that we told you all about. And so it's always a good time. It's always a lot of fun. And so you'll want to join us over there. For tonight, you're going to want to stick around, because after we talk about the members in Fianchan order, we're going to talk about why accurate translations and honesty in reporting is important, and the importance of fact checking before you go off half-cocked on Kim Namjoon's internet, getting angry at them. So,
Oh
maybe
my
double
word!
check that the news
Talked
you're
about it
being
before,
given
but
is-
it's worth talking
But
about.
this
It's
time
worth
it has
talking
nothing
about
to do
again.
with me. So, there's
you should make sure that the person feeding you news and information is not out here for clickbait and for,
We'll get
for
to it.
clout. So you're gonna want to stick around. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But without further ado, let's get into the member news, starting with Kim
Member
Namjoon.
Kim Namjoon. We should have like some kind of music like
Princess Jin decided that you didn't need to see me today.
Oh.
Oh.
Look at him with his
Okay.
glasses.
So, as Doc just mentioned, member news, we started Phantom Order with Kim Namjoon. So, people, can you believe it? 19 days.
Oh
We're
my
in the
gosh.
teens, guys.
Look at him.
To
Look
our
at the swag.
leader and Taehyung's return.
Look at
19
him.
days. In 9
Let
days.
him know, Namjoon. Let him know.
No, in 10 days we'll be in single digits, people.
Shut up.
Single freaking digits.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I
I don't know
know.
what to do with my hands.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. I don't know what to do with my face. But anyway, Namjoon seems to be also super excited because he knows it's coming out soon and he's been posting like crazy in the
my God.
Instagrams.
Yep.
So we
Pictures.
got a bunch of pictures of him doing what he does best, which is Namjooning.
Yep.
We got him in a bike. We got him sitting in a terrace showing us his thighs, his beautiful
Real estate is
thighs.
real estating.
We
Guys
got
be out here
pictures
sighing.
of obviously
Yes.
the gym that he's visiting, and there was like several other pieces of Namjooning in that Instagram post, and then we got some stories also on the Instagrams. It looks like he's probably on leave right before, like I
last
from what
one,
I've seen is like his
Probably
last leave
leave.
before he kind of finishes his military service. So there was like a picture of him checking something somewhere in
Like
nature.
crashing on the ground.
Yeah, probably some little creature of the ones that he loves because that's what he is. He loves that. Like then we had a picture of him with a stylist. Apparently the stylist is called Kim Young-hin or something like that. Excuse my pronunciation. He's a stylist. He was like trying on a suit. A very like nice suit. And
Looks
then we
nice.
had a picture of Team RM on celebration of the first anniversary of Come Back to Me, where he tagged every single member of Team RM, including the director of the video, who was also there. And then
Almost been a year
it's like
for
he's
RPWP.
been posting, and I think that he's kind of happy that he's almost done.
I'm sure.
Kind of is underselling it. The man is ready.
So,
The man is ready.
on other news, music news, Stop the Rain is RM's third track to make #1 on the Rap Digital sales chart, along with Still Life and Never Play. And he breaks a tie here with J-Hope in this chart as the most leaders in this chart. So like the most that have reached #1.
Nice.
The only other South Korean artist, by the way, the only other South Korean artist that goes above J-Hope and RM, guess who is that?
I don't know. Maybe it might be Min Yoongi.
Min
I don't know
Yoongi.
how we would ever guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
There was one rapper
Mr.
left.
Min Yoongi
There's one rapper left.
under
There's one
the name
rapper that
Sugar
comes to
or
mind.
August D. So
One rapper that comes
no,
to
it's
mind.
like it's the Rap Digital sales chart. So it's like genre specific. So
Yeah.
it's
Nice.
Jungles, Mr. Jungles. And yeah, and that this is also the 13th track of RM that makes it amongst the top 10 in
Way to
this
go.
chart.
13.
Hey.
Nice.
Way to go,
I am.
Tableau.
Namjoon.
Way to go, Tableau as well.
Congrats, Tableau. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's amazing.
All right.
And that's for Namjoon.
Whoop, whoop.
Namjoon. All right. Next.
Gina.
I feel like I'm reuniting with a boyfriend because I haven't
know.
talked about him for a while. Jin's Echo is out. Okay, hold on.
Woo!
Echo.
And we lost our echo.
Oh, wow.
account.
There it is.
I
Look
got
at
mine
it.
yesterday.
I have a
This
belt
motherfucker.
buckle.
Wow.
I have a
Nice.
belt buckle.
Fucker.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I got the second one, number 2, the pink. But I think I am going to go to Target and get one of the other ones, at least one of the other ones as well. But anyway, it's beautiful. He's beautiful. It's like I got the punk rock one, like the one where he got the shit beat out of him. That one. Now,
What an aesthetic.
yeah. So, anyway, it's fantastic. Every song is a hit. I freaking love it. And yeah, that's wonderful. Okay.
That's amazing.
I have to read this because you guys, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got not one, but 2 lives from JIN this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
One of them, oh my God, one of them was absolute chaos. And if you know, you know, because you were there and your phone went off 197 times while you were trying to either sleep or, you know, go about your life, and then everything stopped. And have you guys seen the video that's like circulating on social media where they showed JIN taking that photo from way back when, and everybody's coming in around?
Yes.
That's what it was like. That's basically what it was.
Yep.
And it was sheer chaos.
Same parties.
Yeah, he looked completely delighted by the whole thing, even though he was trying to act like he was, you know, annoyed by it.
He was being JIN.
Yes.
He was being JIN. He was smiling his face off while telling them to stop it.
He really was.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah. Get in a group chat. Yeah. Get
Oh my
out.
God. Go to
It was
the
amazing.
group chat, guys.
It was very funny.
I just can't
He was so
imagine that
cute.
there's any army on the planet that didn't see even just a small part of that and just get like giddy and excited
Oh
and
my
like,
gosh.
oh, here we go, here we
Yes.
go, here we go, here we go.
We were watching it in the server and everybody was freaking out. Everybody
The way
was
in which, yeah, I was kicking my feet. All a JK style.
A lot
during
of
that
people-
whole thing.
a lot of people, especially in our community, we have so many newer army in our community. They've never seen Bangtan interact like that.
Yeah.
To get like that way, and so it's gonna be madness.
It will.
Yeah.
It's gonna be madness.
Well, and I
will.
love that, you know, again, like I know this is probably stupid because it sounds like, you know, we're living in a weird world, you know, augmented reality, but you know, it's always like, are they going to be the same when they come back? Are they going to be the same when they come back? They're exactly the same.
You're exactly.
JK still
Yeah.
like totally getting pissed off at him, and you know what I mean? It's just like nothing has changed, right?
No.
John. Oh, JK. That whole thing.
It was beautiful.
Oh,
And the other thing I always
JK.
try to keep in mind is while we have not seen them together at all, they're obviously seeing each other on you know, when they have time off, and like
Yeah.
it's not like it's going to be the first time they've seen each other, you know, in 18 months,
Right.
but it's still
They've
going to
been
be
hanging out.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been seeing each other.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we had him. He went. Didn't he do live? He did that little concert thing, right? Is that right? Is that the other one?
He did a live. No, the second one was. Yeah, it was like a little like Q&A.
Yeah, the little
And
Q&A.
He sang a few songs. Yeah.
Okay, so then there was that one, which was adorable. I just saw parts of it. I haven't seen the
It
whole
was like
thing
a
yet.
little fan event.
It was
It was
so
adorable.
freaking. His
Oh, we're
live
diving
vocals
more
are
into
no
that
joke.
one later, right? That's the one we're going to talk about later.
Yes.
It happened at that
no,
event.
So, yes
was
and
a
no.
high
That
touch.
part we're not talking about.
Oh, okay, never
No,
mind.
that
Ignore
part
me.
we're not talking
Ignore
about.
me. Okay, guys, it takes me a while to get back in the swing. I've not been here
No,
on a
you're
Wednesday.
fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay, then we have remixes that drop, so make sure you get those. The 90s one is pretty cool.
The 90s pop remix was my favorite.
Yeah.
The disco's fun.
So
Don't
good.
Say You Love
So
Me
good.
remixes, lo-fi, disco, synthwave, 90s, and future pop.
So good.
Love it.
So many to choose
That
from.
song is a banger in all
really is.
all
really is.
iterations.
I
It really
cannot
is.
stop singing it. It's in my head.
No.
It's
Well,
in my
it's
head too.
helping the pressure that I'm feeling to have to know all the songs by the concert, and then knowing that Christina's going to be next to me, and I'm going to be judged if I don't know them. So I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going to learn these
No.
songs. I'm going to learn.
I'm not going to judge. I tend to, at Bangtan concerts, do a lot of this.
It's going to be amazing.
I can vouch for that.
do a lot
I
of
can
that.
actually vouch
Okay,
for
good.
that.
I do a lot of
I
that.
have
To watch
photographic
other
evidence of
people
same
enjoy
disease.
themselves too. She gets enjoyment from other people enjoying
Mm-hmm.
themselves.
Okay, good.
I do.
So
I love it.
if she's looking at you, she's probably not judging you. She's
She won't be
probably,
looking at me, but yeah.
She's probably just
Listen,
delighted that you're having fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to watch people experience it. Anyway.
It is fun. Yeah. I think, and plus it's going to be so different. But anyway, okay. Then JIN got to visit Super Mario World in Universal Studios Japan, And
So
I think that he's probably put up more photos of that than of all of his members in about 4 years.
Surprise. Are we
Apparently-
surprised? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet that said he's not there to rescue Princess Peach. He is Princess Peach, and I thought that was
Yes.
really
valid,
cute.
valid.
I thought that was
He
cute.
got his merch too. He got his own Super Mario merch, and he wore it proudly.
Super cute.
I just
Yes.
love that he
It's so
owns it.
cute.
Like he
Oh
just
my God.
owns that he's a game nerd. You know what I mean? I love it.
The way in which I love this nerd so hard, it's ridiculous.
Oh, and it's not on
and
here,
when
but
he
speaking
nerds
of
out, it
merch,
makes it even better.
speaking of merch, it was announced that Echo merch will be coming soon. It was on the Hybe Twitter X.
Yeah, we were supposed to save for 529 days. Look at us. Look at us.
Yeah, I know.
Look at us.
I was gonna save money. I was going to
wallet.
get thin. I've done neither.
We're going to do a lot of things.
Same.
We're gonna learn Korean,
Yeah,
save
we're gonna learn
money.
I haven't had time for that either. I tried, but then I didn't have time.
No Korean, no
all
money.
All these things.
No.
I have
The only thing I did was
fuck
write
all.
this damn blog. Okay?
Yeah.
That's legitimately all I've gotten
Fair.
up to is content and fuckery and
Content and
nothing.
community, friends. That's what we have here. We don't have money. We just have content.
Content and community and fuckery, and that's all I've done in the last 529 days, and I have saved fuck all.
Yeah, I told
Because
Sean.
they keep taking my money. They keep being like, "Here's another
For free.
concert, and here's another
Yeah.
album."
Take
and
this
I'm like,
one, take
"Here's
this
my
one."
wallet." Big hit, and they were like, "Give it to me," and I was.
I told
Exactly.
Sean after our talk on Sunday, and we won't dive into this, but I thought it was funny. After our Sunday Night Live, I told him, I was like, yeah, one of the questions was about monetizing, and people were giving me a hard time saying I was monetizing and making money off of my love of BTS. And he looks at me, he goes, I wish. Yeah, he's like, we're going in the hole from all, and I was like, I know.
He was like, can you?
He was like, is that a
only.
thing?
If only Yoongi was like, for all the fans who have been fans for longer than X, here's the amount of dollars that you will get.
Yes.
When you're a fan for this
No.
many days. Anyway.
No.
Vanessa said,
get
I have a
last.
whole $40.
Alas, alas,
That's
instead,
like you have $40 more than I do, so there you go.
Wow.
Goodness.
$40.
Good night, Connie.
Okay.
Yes, very funny.
Okay.
Continue
Then now
on, Jin.
Jin is officially in New York. He did the Empire State Building, and we got a photo shoot. We got fan videos. We got him turning the light on himself. We got him standing up there and doing a music video, like a little cameo. Boy was living his best life in New York City. And tonight is Jimmy Fallon, right?
Yes.
yes, it
Fallon
is.
Second
tonight.
appearance in Jimmy Fallon.
Yep.
Jimmy Fallon.
Gonna be
And
more
tomorrow,
Oh, really? There's more?
there is the high touch event.
Yeah, he has the high touch event.
Oh, that's tomorrow. So Deb will be
In
there
New York City.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
We
We have
And
two, right?
four-
From the project going to be there?
yeah, no,
3, I think. It's
Three.
three.
project members are going to be there.
And you know that T-shirt that you guys got me to get there? It's making the rounds around the United States because it went to one of the people that are going to go and is coming back to New York
Yes.
just to go. To.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Yes. I wrote a little note today that we're going to include with the little gift for his worldwide handsomeness, and we shall see.
I'm so excited.
If he takes a
I'm so
picture
excited.
wearing that T-shirt,
Stranger
gonna
things
lose
have
it.
happened.
So you're
Oh
saying
my
there's
God.
a chance. You never know.
oh my god,
Just saying, there's a chance.
oh my god.
30% of the time, it works every time.
Somebody asked if we were. I think you guys asked if we were going to watch party Jimmy Fallon tonight. We have discovered that is difficult for us.
Very difficult.
Because of the nature of it, where it streams and commercials and things like that. So probably what we'll end up doing is that maybe like at our next, maybe like afterwards, after it's aired and the actual like video is up on YouTube, maybe we might, not like an official thing, but like if people are up and they want to pop in and they want to watch it, then we might do that. But we don't have anything official planned because every time we've tried to do it, it's been a giant pain in the butt.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mostly because of how it's streamed in the
Yeah,
platforms
the
it's streamed
network
Yeah.
is a pain in the butt.
yeah,
like
the
who
network
has
makes it
cable
difficult.
anymore?
Not me. Not me.
Mm.
And even
Oh.
if
Right.
you have like premium accounts to the places that stream it, it's like a delay stream by a day, so you still can't
Yeah.
live watch them.
Yeah.
Because like my Peacock Premium won't let me watch it actually live. But they always post them to YouTube like immediately after the show
pretty much
ends,
immediately.
and so that's what we have found has been the easiest and best way to stream the Jimmy Fallon appearances is to pull it off of Jimmy's YouTube immediately after and watch it that way.
Well, and sometimes the version that he posts are actually longer than the ones they show on.
They are.
Yeah, they cut them.
So
There
then-
usually are.
broadcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
So-
better to wait anyway because you get the full interview.
Yeah,
Right.
you get the full interview. It's usually
I mean, you
multiple
can watch it
minutes
on your
longer.
own, and that way we help them get the ratings to show that they're popular. But then just really watch it for the whole thing after. But I say that I'm going
But
to be
you
a slow
also
person.
catch ratings because it goes on the Jimmy Fallon official YouTube
Oh,
channel.
okay, good.
So
Okay.
when you watch the videos after, it's an official channel, so you'll also gets counted correctly for the show that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also, okay, this is a real struggle for me. Jen had a really cool Run Jen episode
Yeah.
with someone who I just think is a weirdo, but that's okay.
Listen, he's a very amazing actor.
He's
no matter
fantastic.
how you feel about
He's
him
just
as a
a little
person.
odd, but anyway.
They
So-
actually, I actually heard that in Korea they call him Uncle Tom. Believe it or not.
Oh,
Okay.
even makes me-
Interesting. Interesting.
Which makes things
Interesting.
even weirder.
that's not a
Makes
great
things
name.
even weirder.
It's fine.
Funny
It's
story.
fine.
Funny story. My favorite movie of his is actually the 1980s dark fantasy Legend with Tim Curry
Oh
and
my
Mia
God,
Sarah.
yes.
My top 5.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes.
With Tim Curry.
my favorite movie of his. So if you haven't seen it,
Uh,
interesting.
Can
Anyway.
I, can I just say that it made my predictive heart super fucking happy when my dream title was the title and they did call it Mission Jin Possible.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
I think
Fantastic.
The
I
joy
feel
that
like
felt.
it's so funny
I was like, it can't
because-
be anything but Mission Jin Possible.
Yeah,
and if they
they
don't
copied
name it
your
Mission Jin
monthly, like,
Possible,
your names
I'm gonna
of
be
the
so
month,
fucking
they
mad.
copied it.
And then it was called Mission Jin Possible. So like,
Yes, they're
joy,
just-
joy in which I felt.
Way to go. Way to go.
It's amazing. But anyway, so they had a great conference. I just thought it was kind of fun to have like we saw a different side of Jen with being the interviewer this time, which I thought was he did really great. I think part
really
of what freaked
nervous.
me out is I could tell that Tom didn't know. I felt like he didn't know if he should look at Jen or because he kept looking forward. And the whole thing, I was like, you're not talking to Yugi. Like, Jen expects eye contact. Yugi, you'd be fine looking away. But Jen, look at him.
But it
I
was a
think it's because,
translation
too,
problem.
because
translation.
It's because of the
Right.
translation. Yes.
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 Yeah,
I
it's
think-
one of the things I will point out. Like one of the biggest challenges when like in medicine, when our patients we have to use translation software or translators for it, is we actually have to be trained on not looking at the translator and looking at the patient and talking to the patient. And so if you haven't been trained on how you're supposed to interview a person with a translator involved, it is knee-jerk reaction to look at whoever's translating.
Well, I mean, I thought
And-
Jen did great.
Yeah.
I meant Tom. Tom was the one looking
No,
at
that's
it
what I'm
that-
saying. Jin
That's
has
exactly
been
it.
trained.
Yeah, Tom's
Jin
been doing
has
it
been
though for
using.
70
He's looking-
years.
Yeah, but he doesn't use translators all that often.
Yeah.
He was looking at the translator. That's usually
Yeah.
the tendency. I was a simultaneous translator in a past life, and that has happened to me.
No one's
Like
surprised.
when you translate, Patricia Lore, people. But it's true. People don't look at each other; they look at you because you're the one doing the translation.
Yeah.
You're the one
Yeah.
speaking. It's like
It-
human.
It's
You're
a
listening. You're
very,
looking at the
very-
person. Yeah.
I will say
No.
it's a very, very conscious effort every single time you use a translator to look at the person you are interviewing or talking to and not the translator. Like you have to consciously the entire interview do that.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
And not straight even when the person you're talking to will look at the telemed screen and talk to the translator or the person if the translator is in the
Because-
room with you. It's something
because-
you still have to pay attention to them even when they're not looking at you. So it's very
Because you're-
difficult, and it's a conscious challenge.
Because your human tendency is to look at the person that's speaking.
Right.
Yeah.
Even
Right.
even
Especially
if it,
because
you
we're
know.
taught our whole
yeah.
life that it's rude to not look at the person speaking.
Yeah.
But in a translation issue, it's challenging. It's a conscious thing you have to do.
I think specifically also with Tom Cruise because I have seen him do this in interviews before. Now I don't watch him all the time, but sometimes you see things. But like he is one of those people that will literally address everyone in the room.
The whole room, yeah.
The whole room. And so I think he was also talking to the crew, and they were talking about like how long the crew had been with BTS and like how long Jin had known people. So I think he was like actually literally making eye contact and like talking directly to those people. I think it's just something he does. I've seen him do it before, and he's very much like he strikes me. He's somebody who's like he's super intense and intentional when he is talking to people. Like you can tell that he just like he's there. Whether you like that or not, that's his style. That's what he does.
Yeah,
And
I don't like it.
You know, I agree with you, Steph. There's a part that's like, but
It's a little bit off.
what it
That
is.
much intensity freaks me out. Like I'm like, chill.
He's a very intense person. He's a very intense person from everything that I have ever seen about him.
Yeah.
Very intense person.
But it was great. He did great. The rest of the episode was adorable. I love anytime I get to see Jin's like startle reflex. I'm a happy girl. Like
I will
love it.
say I laughed tremendously every time Tom Cruise kept bringing up like dangerous stunts that he was going to try to get Jin to do. And Jin's face was just like, not now, Alexa. Jin was just
It's been
like,
a while. It's been a while.
been a while.
Been a while, yeah.
Jin was like, no. And he was like on the ground.
No.
And he was, okay, on a motorcycle. No.
It was
On the
adorable.
ground. On the ground.
was adorable.
No
I
good.
love that he got to FaceTime with his family. That was really cool.
That was
really cute.
adorable.
That was cute.
His
That was so
entire
freaking cute.
family.
The entire family.
There's my
That
grandmother.
was the only time I found
That's
Tom
my
Cruise cute because he was like
grandfather,
this
that's
the
my
whole time. He's
mom.
like,
I know.
I loved it. And then Tom tried the favorite dish, the spicy soup with fish and vegetables.
Mole.
Yep,
Well,
sent
why-
him a video, which that was really cool. Okay, and then last but not least, concerts are approaching. Katie and Christina are working on merch. I've had multiple people ask me what I'm wearing. I always say I'm going to wear whatever we.
Yeah,
Oh no,
She froze.
she froze.
Oh, it
gonna
wasn't
whip-
me.
so
I
now
thought my internet
I'm gonna
was doing
take-
shit again.
I'm going to
She
take this
froze.
opportunity to say she's going to wear whatever I give her.
Yeah.
Shit, I know. I was
Whatever
actually
I
in a
give
DM
her.
with somebody. I was in a DM with somebody, and they were like, we should coordinate Jin concert, like our outfits and stuff. And they started sending me like links and stuff to Amazon. And I was like, listen, I have to wait until the t-shirt.
Here she
I have
is.
to wait until the AP529 shirt comes out, so I know what
That's right.
the style
Yes.
is going to be.
So I just have to say, even though Katie, with a 5-week-old infant and an ear infection, got on a call with me and we moved the design a little bit more forward. So
Nice.
we are getting close. Hopefully by this weekend I'll have some drafts. And if you're in our Discord, I usually post the drafts first for the Violet VIPs to take a look. And then we go from there. So
We got to pick up the pace. We are behind.
I know.
Sorry,
Right.
Hein.
Sorry, yeah.
No pressure. No pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
All right. I'm next, right?
You are.
This guy. Who's
It's
ready?
been
Who is ready? Who's
All
ready
of
to
us.
see this man? Oh
Everybody's
my
ready.
gosh.
Yes, everybody.
Who's
The
ready to
Yugi
see this
thread in
man?
our Discord is Chaos.
unhinged.
Yes.
It's jumping.
Chaos.
It's
Jumping.
unfucking
Well, and it's
over
it's
there.
cute too because people are like, "Oh, we're seeing the same pictures," and I'm like, We don't have any new pictures.
Yeah,
All
we're
the
seeing
pictures
the
we
same
are seeing are
pictures
old
because
pictures.
we haven't gotten a picture in 2 fucking years, guys.
Literally
Anyway.
30 days. 30 days.
Anyway, yes, 30 days. And there's a very important anniversary that happens today. The mixtape D2 was released on May 22nd, 2020 through Big Hit Entertainment. The lead single, known as Digita, was released. And we all collectively lost our shit
Lost our
because
shit. All of our shit.
Yeah.
it was and is amazing. So if you haven't spun Digita in your favorite streaming accounts or watched the official music video in a while on the YouTubes, go and do that. Give some love to Digita and really any of the other D2 songs, and that way we can have some fun with that. So D2 5 years ago. 5 years ago, May
Crazy.
22nd. What's
Speaking
your favorite
of people,
song?
On D2?
Yeah, D2. There's
People.
Moonlight, Digita, What Do You
Moonlight's
Think?
my
Strange, featuring RM, 28, Burn It, People, Hansul, Interlude, Set Me Free, and Dear My Friend.
It's people.
People.
See, I got
Yeah.
a couple on that one, but it's usually between Moonlight and Digita for me, depending on my mood,
Yeah.
because they're very drastically different songs.
Same for me.
Yeah.
Depending on the mood.
Love it. Love it. All right, so moving on.
Speaking of people who need love,
People who need love, ways that you can help us keep the lights on so we can keep chit-chatting about these 7. I have something special to show you because there's 2 ways that you can support us with the cash monies if you are so inclined, and we appreciate anything you can give us. We appreciate it. We do have a Patreon, and you can find that in the links page off of our website. And we also have a merch shop, and I wanted to show you what just got delivered into my mailbox today. So hang on just a second. This is going to be fun. Yeah. So do you all remember this right here? Do you remember that?
I don't know how
yeah.
you could ever forget that.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Ingrained into my
Yeah, it's
retina.
tattooed on the inside of my eyelid.
Yes.
Into my very retina.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Hold on.
Right.
So, I make patterns, and I just so happened to make a pattern.
Oh my god.
I love it. A Higgum shirt pattern. Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it. It looks just like it. It's
And it's actually an original pattern. It's not just like it.
That's amazing.
But it is each individual piece I hand placed. I also put some red chopsticks in there because it's Higgum. I mean, come on.
Yes.
And then I also put the Hangul for Higgum in there.
Yes.
Ooh.
So it is
so good.
truly
It's
an original
so good.
design. But instantly recognizable.
Instantly recognizable. So that was really, really cool. And that's going to be going up
in the
shop.
shop soon.
Of course it will. Of course it will. I love making patterns. That's one of my things. So, if you like to support us that way, we always appreciate it. One more thing I wanted to show too. This is the design that is on its way. Maybe to JIN. We don't know. But that is the design right there. That is on its way. So, you never know. You never know. Maybe he ends up.
He'd get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
We thought it would
thought
make
it'd be
him
fun.
laugh at the very minimum.
Yeah, hopefully it would be a giggle for him. So yeah, we appreciate you guys. Anytime you can support us that way, that we 100% love you, and it helps us keep the lights on and do the things that we do. So all right, so that's for money, and now here's Lisa for free.
Free skis. So if you are if you love us but you are unable to support monetarily, we totally understand, and we appreciate you no matter what. There are some ways that you can support us without slipping us coins. You can like this live. You can share it with your friends. You can make sure you're following us on this account. You can follow us individually as well. We are on pretty much all the social media platforms as Army Project 529. So make sure you're following us everywhere. Like and comment on all of our posts, anything you want to interact with, share them. And also, like, the best thing that you can do is you can talk us up on your social media. So if you really enjoy taking part in the project, you come and hang out in our Discord, you go to our watch parties, give us a little shout out on your social media and give us a tag, and let us know so we can come and give your post some love and share it. And those are just easy ways that you can help boost the project and get the word out there to more people so that we can have more people join our amazing, awesome community so that nobody has to bangtan alone.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. All right. I know who's
All
up.
right. So K-Hope right here decided that she needed to be part of the next
J-Hope.
section, which is J-Hope. Anyway, so K-Hope came to help me. J-Hope had a very devastating interview with Billboard this week. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was in both video and written format with absolute bullshit in the form of photographs. Anyway, so he was on the cover for the May 17th, 2025 issue of Billboard magazine. In the video, he teases what's next for his solo career, which he gave us the inspiration behind Mona Lisa and Sweet Dreams. And when asked about the new song, to give spoilers, he said the vibe will be more mature, if I'm honest, maybe even a little sexier.
I can't fathom.
And then he giggled and said, I am blushing, Mr. Fucking Jung Kook, sir, after Sweet Dreams and Mona Lisa, the third single is sexier?
Listen.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I said he was working his way up.
Just getting started.
Listen.
Just getting started. Just getting started.
Sexier. And then he giggled at us and said he's blushing. That's how much sexier this thing is.
He hasn't been wreaking havoc across the globe.
As if what? It's fine. It's whatever. In the article itself, he had a couple really cute moments. They asked him. They were talking to him about how he brings hope and inspiration to other artists and how he feels about that. And he said, I hope to continue growing into an artist who brings light and encouragement to others wherever I go. It's fine.
He's too precious for this world.
So fucking cute.
Yes.
And then with his tour, as we all know that this man is a fucking perfectionist, a fucking artistic perfectionist, and he did say that with the tour I was hands-on with everything: stage design, choreography, fashion, and even the props, pouring my heart and soul into every aspect. And for his solo world tour, I handpicked every outfit for every performance, ensuring every look was distinct. And I believe my approach to fashion adds a fun dynamic element for fans to enjoy while watching my shows. I mean, this man,
It sure does. I certainly appreciate you putting my name on your belt buckle.
I have very much you lucky
Yes, indeed.
bitch. I didn't see him putting Doc nor my legal name anywhere on his belt buckle.
Maybe next time. Maybe next
Who knows, Doc?
It's fine.
Who knows?
Whatever.
The third song. The third song is not out yet.
I mean,
It might be about doctors.
maybe he's gonna talk about how he needs a doctor.
Maybe he needs a sexy surgeon. I know you're not a surgeon, but go with the alliteration,
Listen,
okay?
I
can
need a
do
doctor.
whatever is
I need a
necessary.
She'll figure it the hell out. She will.
I will figure it the fuck out, man. In an emergent situation,
Do
all
what we gotta
doctors
do.
can be surgeons.
do
Listen,
what we gotta do.
when a life is on the line, we will do what we
Life
need
is
to
on
do.
the line.
Let's fly.
In this situation, it may be our lives that are on the line, but it's whatever. It's fine. Everything's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great. After I
I'm also-
resuscitate myself, I will be available for CPR in the server as needed. Listen.
Medic!
It's
Someone
fine.
said Jimin to do compressions.
Listen, in news of how he continues to destroy Army, Hobie, he continues his Asia tour of fuckery and chaos. He finished Macau. And there was some serious fucking bullshit in the Macauan water is all I got to. I don't know what the fuck they were feeding him, but by day 2, nonsense was afoot. Nonsense was afoot.
Nonsense.
He went live on Sunday morning between the concert and the VIP. He took us on a tour of his. Showed us that he watches Army leave the tour on the big screen TV. Listen, guys, we found out that this man watches us leave the concert venue on a giant ass TV and points to us and talks about how cute we are. So I hope none of us acted a fool for the concert because
I mean,
he was watching us. He was watching us. So hopefully we were all under control after we left our
What did
respective
we
concerts.
do, Doc? I don't even remember.
We gathered outside the
remember-
building and then we screamed for a while.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
outside.
think we calmly exited. We did fine.
We did.
Stuff. We did fine.
Calmly.
We were under control.
We
I
were
may have
orderly.
dragged you
We were
around.
orderly.
I may have dragged you through that building like a puppy dog a few times, but it's fine. We did it. We were fine. We were under
managed.
control. We were
good.
He's off to Taipei next. He only has one city left after that before the final. So if you are interested in those morning lives, his Sunday concert starts at 6 p.m. local time, which is 5 a.m. Central, 6 a.m. Eastern. So it's going to be another mid-morning, early morning live on Sunday. Hope at the Movies, live in Japan, speaking of his last concert before the final, is on sale now. It's happening on May 31st, 20 BTS at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. There are a few theaters who have actually opened up a encore showing on Sunday. So keep an eye on your
My
local
area
theaters
did
for
that. I think I am going on the
Will you
first.
please explain? Because I've been getting a lot of DMs with confusion of them saying it's live, but then it's
So
They
it's
would record it
being,
live.
it's being recorded live while he is live on stage in Japan. The thing is, they cannot live stream it to the movie theaters because none of them are open at 6 in the fucking morning,
Right.
Yeah.
or 5 a.m. or wherever. So they had to coordinate a universal time to air this in a theaters. So it's being recorded live performance and being aired at the theater, you know, a few
Later
hours
that day.
Later that
day.
same day. It's the same day.
Yeah, it's
but
the same day.
It is later that day.
just like they did with August D, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what's happening. And so since it's a you know, they have the video at the movie theater, some of them have chosen to do an encore performance on Sunday. The
Due
ones that
to
are more
popular
full.
demand is what it
Yeah.
says when you go to the website.
Yes.
Due to overwhelmingly popular demand is actually what it said.
Yeah,
Good for him.
overwhelmingly
It's like,
popular
give
demand.
us more tickets, people.
Yeah,
They just
so
did.
so for those of you who are going to Seoul, South Korea, particularly around Festo or the surrounding areas, please remember that Hybe Insight, the J-Hope exhibition and what is going to be going from May 30th to Sunday, June 22nd. It's about 22 US dollars. So you want to get your ticket to that if you're going to be in Seoul during
Please
the time it's
also
happening.
remember, we expect to live vicariously through you, and so
Yes.
We
we'll
want
be
pictures.
recording at all times and sharing.
We
Yes.
want the photos and we want the
want
pictures
to
and we
see
want you to put them
Everything
into
you are doing.
we will
Have
be
a
creating
thread in our Discord server
Yeah.
for it.
we will be creating an and what, or we may have already done an and what thread under the J-Hope channel, and we pretty please ask that if you go to that, give us all the pictures and the videos in that thread, so that we can live through you, those of us who can't go to Seoul on Festa because we're working or other reasons.
Colleen, nothing has been released. No info has been released about this year's Festa thus far. They usually don't do it
Yeah.
until
It doesn't
the
usually
tail
happen
end of
until
May.
the first, like either the very end of May or the first, usually 3 days of June is when you get
Yeah.
the road map
Yeah.
to Festa.
Yeah.
And if you are in any channel in the Discord when it happens, you will
will
not miss
know.
it because the Discord will light up. So
It will lose its ever-loving mind. And last but
Yep.
not least, if you want to go see Hobie Palooza in Berlin on July 13th, the tickets are almost sold out. All the VIP and comfort tickets are gone. They do have what they are calling running low on regular day tickets for that. So if you haven't gotten your tickets for that, grab them quick because they're almost gone. And that's it for J-Hope, as if that wasn't enough.
All right.
Machine.
Fine, it's whatever.
All right. Guess who I get to? Yay! Jimina! Chim chim. Yay. All right. Here we go. 20 days
20 days.
until this man comes back. This man right here.
Yeah.
So Jimin and JK are discharged. Jimin came to hang out in the chat, of course, during Jin's release party live, and he tried to play along with the games and just kept commenting, and it was really cute. But unfortunately, we know how Jimin and games, go.
They don't.
Not well.
They're not great
Sing
combos.
the tomato song after waking up. Anyway.
Best noise clip ever, though.
This cutie.
He tries really hard, but games are not his
He
forte.
does.
They're not
He
his
does,
thing.
he
He has
does,
gotten
but-
more. I should calculate out how many penalties that man has gotten compared to the rest.
I
of
know.
Run Jin.
But it doesn't matter because Jimin. Because
He's so
Jimin.
cute.
Doesn't matter.
Look at him.
Anyways, he posted a moment on Weverse after the live with a screenshot from it just to make fun of Jin, Jin's hat and ass specifically, because he likes to be funny, and he is funny, very funny,
so funny.
and that is
I
some
laughed.
that's some Bangtan privileges right there. Is to be able to
I
like.
think he referred to
post
Jin's ass as a
screenshots.
mulberry.
Mulder.
Yeah,
Which
that's
was-
cute. That's very
Yeah.
cute.
Yep.
Very
And everybody kept calling all of the Tannies kept calling his hat a soup bowl.
A soup bowl, and he's like, "What?"
A soup bowl.
Anyway, and then for those of you that are in New York, Jimin's The Truth Told exhibition is going to be in New York City, and tickets are on sale. So check Weverse for details. And there are a bunch of people going on June 7th, including our very own Patricia. So if you want to hang out with some 529 folk and go to the Truth Untold exhibition, that would be great. But once again, please, we beg of you, pictures, videos, tell us all about your experience. What did you see? What did it smell like? What did they have?
Yeah.
All the deets.
And-
So
but
give us
again,
all the
We're-
details.
we're-
Keep it
we
inside
also
the
have
Truth Untold thread.
Thread.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I just realized we're going on the 7th.
Yeah, you are.
There it is.
Kismet. It's a beautiful.
There it
number.
is. I know. Kismet.
So,
Such a great
right.
number.
So that's it for Jimin. Now it's time for
yeah,
This motherfucker.
this motherfucker.
This motherfucker.
this one.
Tay. Let's go.
19 days. 19 days until our Lord and Savior and our fearless leader return.
Yes.
19 days. That's less than 3 weeks.
Yes, it is.
To put that in
Yes, it is.
perspective, that's less than 3 weeks. Taehyung dropped by Weverse again.
Of course he
A few
did.
days ago. He was bored apparently and wanted to play a game with Army. And so he did. He made a post with a picture in it that he'd never shared before, and he asked Army to guess either his age in the picture or when it was taken. He wanted like specific. He wanted like year and like season or month.
Yeah.
And so then people, of course, started making posts, and he said make separate posts, and then he would comment. And when somebody would get it right or get close enough, he would edit his post and add a different picture so that it was a new game. And he did this several times, and they were all pictures that he's never shown before from his, I'm assuming, just hanging out in his camera roll. He was having a good time. And there was even a baby picture, which was adorable. He was like
Adorable.
5 months old or something like that in the picture.
So cute. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
And everyone had a good time, and he was commenting on, and he was his usual like cheeky, sarcastic self, causing chaos in the comments for about roughly 20 minutes. And then he was like, all right, that's it. Bye. See you guys soon. And peaced out and deleted the whole post.
Deleted.
Just
whole
deleted
thing.
So Tay.
Just fucking deleted it.
Very Taehyung. Very Taehyung.
And they
You
wonder
think of
why
very
Army
Taehyung.
knee-jerk screenshot like fucking everything they post.
Oh, yeah. speaking of Very Taehyung, he also showed up in the comments during Jin's release party live for Echo, but he was flitting in and out like you do, and pretending like he had no idea what was going on when he was there. And
You have an album? What?
what? Is something going on? Did you release
Yeah,
something?
Released what?
Pretending like you had no idea what was going on. So again, Very Taehyung. And then last but not least, for our wonderful V, Friends, his song Friends, has surpassed 500 million streams on Spotify.
Woo! Yes. Take
500 million streams. It's his second song to do so, to hit that milestone. So congratulations, Taehyung. Yay!
Tay.
And everyone go listen to Friends some more. And then now,
Look at his face.
Jung Kook.
oh my god! And now we move on to the Monday.
Jung Kook.
There
goes in my
way too much.
name.
I've been spending way too much time with this thing. This thing right here lately. As Christina just said, it is 20 days until he returns with his sassy roommate. 20 days. So again, Jung Kook showed up during Jin's live, and I think he was raring. He was a whole brat. And and we enjoyed every second of it, so did the rest of Bangtan. He made fun of everyone. No one was safe, least of all Taehyung, who JK threw under the bus by telling everyone in the world that he had left the live to go to the bathroom. And then when Taehyung returned and found out what he had done, Jungkook would not answer the phone and take his call. Which was just so reminiscent of "Are You Sure?" when he hung up on him.
That's true.
And then
With Taehyung,
and all of
literally probably mid-swear, and he's like, click.
giggling at all the text
He's
messages,
like, he's
yelling
just
at
calling.
him.
I love when he's like, I'm not going to answer that phone because he just wants to swear at me.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna answer the phone. He's gonna swear at me. So that was that. Oh, and then we got some new pictures of Bomb posted on his IG account the other day. Super cute. A couple of pictures. He looks like he is in excellent health, and he looks just adorable and probably very ready for. I mean, he's having the time of his life, but I'm sure he'll be very happy when JK gets back.
Yep.
That's all.
Nice, JK.
The only thing we have for OT7, they'll be back in 30 days, y'all.
30 days, guys.
30 days.
A month.
Here we go.
OT7.
month.
Here we go.
Month. Here we go.
Peoples. A month.
That's it.
Those of
The
you,
next-
can somebody put? I'm just curious. Like, how many people do we have? We have 82 people in here right now. How many people listening? This is going to be their first OT7 live when they come out. How many people? I'm super curious. Like, I don't know how to put that. You put a like a purple heart in there.
Like actual in real time.
Yeah, like in real
the
time,
first
you have
time
seen this.
you'll-
Look at all these people that are going to see this for the first time. That is
I
so
think
cool.
I think it'll be my
That's
first
so
OT.
cool.
I think I've only seen like one, maybe. And I think
I've seen one.
I think I've only seen one of all of them.
That's so cool.
Me too. One.
That is very, very cool. So I hope that all of you get a chance to hang out and scream to your heart's content with the rest of us, because it's going to be a really special time.
Yeah.
So
Yes. It's gonna be
it
amazing.
will be special.
It'll be special.
It'll
Okay.
Very
So-
special.
It's fine. I think we're gonna be cool because our midweek tea is not spicy.
It's very weak.
Yeah, not really.
But it is
It's just water.
worth mentioning. It is worth mentioning. So Stephanie earlier was talking about Jin's fan event that he had in South Korea. What was it? It was like
Songsu.
3 days ago, 4 days ago.
Yeah.
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 And there were a couple different segments of it, and he had a high touch event. He had a few different like groups of high touch events. And of course, you know, people are recording. And there have been several videos going around on the internet. There's one big one that popped up regarding a conversation that took place during that one of those high touch. I mean, it was when, like, you know, Jin was talking to the army that were in the audience, basically. And they were having back and forth conversation. And this video that's been going around, and others, some are saying that armies present were complaining to Jin about his concert tickets being too expensive, and that he was confused and then visibly upset. And then, but now others, there are other people making other videos saying that that's not an accurate representation of the conversation that actually took place. And that while he did say the word in Korean for expensive, that he was actually mishearing something, and then he was corrected and the conversation continued as normal. So there are different narratives of this same event, and there are people who are like, I was there. So people are all up in arms on the internets about this. And so we just kind of came into this. We started seeing it like yesterday and today, and we were just like, this is interesting. And so I think the one thing that we want to talk about is like, why is this an issue?
Right.
Why is this a big deal? Or why should we be talking about this? And there's a couple reasons. And I think the big one that we've talked about before is beware random translations from Sally went to a fan event, you know? Beware random translations. You don't necessarily need to believe like every person who's like, I was there. And especially if they are not like a native speaker of the primary language being used, in this case, Korean. Now, there are plenty of, I've seen videos of people who were there who are clearly not native to South Korea, but they likely do speak Korean, but it's not their native language. And we've had problems with this before, right? We've had other things pop up that have been mistranslated and they've caused a ruckus. We've even debunked some things.
Well, and I think another thing to mention is, why is this an issue? It's because, especially on Twitter, you know, you go on there and then people are starting to like yell at people over the rudeness to Jin, and it's like, but if that wasn't even true in the first place, then now you got to walk back all your yelling that you did, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just a situation of like, people will get really angry and want to like correct, but if it wasn't even true in the first place, then what are we doing, kind of thing. So I think
why are we giving it air?
Well, and imagine if they would have got her on video and we would have seen her face. People could have gone, there's no telling. I mean, you know how people can get. If they were, I mean, her life could have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
So, but I think it. Go ahead, Quince.
No. I was just gonna say that, like, you know, there are reliable translators out there on the internet who have been doing it for years. They're not hard to find. They're not hard to find on the internet. You can always ask other army for good, reliable translation sources. And even if they're not necessarily translating every single fan event, things like that. But like when stuff like this pops up and it becomes a thing, a lot of times these big translator accounts will weigh in if they see it becoming a thing. And they'll be like, okay, fine. Here's what actually was said, you know?
Right.
And it's just always better to err on the side of caution and do your due diligence.
Yeah, and I think one of the things to bear in mind when you see something like this take place out on the internet, There was the one account that had the video that went super viral that had the words on it that was saying like, oh, he was sad or whatever on it.
Yeah.
And then what you were seeing after that was reposts of that video on tons and tons of accounts. So it looked like it was coming from multiple places.
Yeah.
But they were all like basically the same video. And so when you see something like that where everybody's getting angry over this one account, and then you start seeing, like, I saw probably about a half a dozen different videos from different people showing their faces saying, I was there and this is what actually happened. That's when you really start wondering, okay, the one who's not showing their face with this inflammatory account, that's the one that went viral and that's the one that got really big. But now you got like 6 or 7 people showing their faces saying, I was there and this is what actually took place. Like, that's when you start going, okay, the odds are greater that it was this not inflammatory army yelling at JIN kind of situation, and it was more likely that he heard a word he thought said was something, and then everybody was like, no, it was this word that we were saying. And so that's when you really like want to take things with a grain of salt and really like weigh, you know, what is more likely to be accurate in that kind of situation. And then judge your response or your personal feelings towards the situation based on that. And then wait for the big accounts to tell you, or the trustworthy translator accounts to weigh in.
I mean, the more that I'm in this kind of like environment of social media and fandom and all of that, we have that thing that is called clickbait, but there's also what I will call rage bait. It's like, there's people out there planting these things so people can rage over this. And it's completely unfair, not only to like the fandom that doesn't want to be bothered by this rage, but also to the artists themselves.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that they want to see people fighting or kind of getting upset or getting enraged for this? I don't think they do.
That brings up a larger conversation also, Patricia. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, but you know, it's like for me, it's you know, there's people that have thicker skin. There's people that have thinner skin. I'm a thick skinned person, maybe because I live in New York and it's like not a very nice place to be in. But like, but I see people that get really, 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 really upset about it, and I think that you need to protect yourself, and also don't engage and don't feed it.
Yeah.
Don't feed it, because the more you feed it, the more it kind of proliferates, and people find a way to make things viral by promoting rage.
Yeah. And
or they take a video. This is what's always driven me crazy. They take a video of a moment, right? And then they tell you what the artist is thinking based on what they take that little thing and their actions or their facial expressions. That's what I kept seeing on that video. Oh, look how heartbreaking he is. You can see his face. You know what I mean? It's like they read so much into just, it's like, how the fuck do you know what he's thinking?
And then the other videos are like, he was confused. Because he wasn't sure he heard the word right, and they said he didn't. And then you were like, you know, his face actually does look a lot more confused than hurt and angry.
Right.
But
it's
like that was
they
the
put their
emotions
own
being applied to
thoughts,
him.
their own narrative into something they have no clue what. Obviously, they're not mind readers.
Totally.
Yeah.
And you know, you guys have been through this with me as well. They take 5 seconds, they put them completely out of context, and they just basically add their own interpretation. And that is completely, you know, it's like you're not doing any favors to the person that you're talking about that is in that video, but you're not also not doing any favors to yourself.
Right.
I mean, you might go viral for it, but like the consequences that come after that.
Well, it's
might not
really
be that
hard.
nice.
It's really hard to walk back a viral tweet, especially. It's really hard to then go back and say, you know, I didn't really understand before this went viral and 2 million people saw it.
Right.
It's really hard to walk it back. So I always,
We've seen people leave their accounts. And I'm not even just talking about on Twitter, like on multiple platforms. We've seen people leave their accounts because of like what one video or one thing. But it brings up, you know, like wondering like what would the artist think if they saw this and were like, why are you making me a part of this? Like, why are you inventing this narrative? Like, it brings up a larger conversation like about like appropriate behavior at like fan events, you know, and things like this. And clearly some people went there with an agenda, you know, not even an agenda.
No. Yeah, because agendas are
You know-
good things. Agendas.
Yeah,
You know,
they went with an agenda of like of something that they wanted to accomplish from the footage that they were getting.
Right.
And you know, and even if and let's say like even if this conversation had happened, like somebody had tried to bring up that topic to Jin at his fan event about his concert tickets. If that was a thing that had happened, like this brings up the conversation of like there's a time and a place, and like places like high touch events ain't that time.
Not
and
it.
place. Not it.
Don't bring it up.
Yeah,
I mean, in olden times, they taught people how to behave in public. They were like, you know, you would go to school and they would like teach you all these things of like, how do you set a table? How do you eat salad?
Yeah.
How do you, how do you, in educated society, how do you behave? Well, it's the same thing with this kind of stuff,
yeah.
you know? And I think that there should be a rule also, like, how do you behave to other fans? Like, how do you, because there's like some kind of social, code that you need to follow with other people. I mean, that's what being, a nice person is, I think.
Yeah,
general nice
not
person.
just the artist being uncomfortable, but then you're making other fans uncomfortable too.
Exactly.
And you're potentially ruining an entire event for other people.
And I was just going to say that, like, if it's something that you want Bangtan to do more of, then that should be always in the back of your mind as a goal of of how you interact with everyone there, the whole experience.
Yeah.
You want
weird,
this to
don't be an
persist.
asshole.
Yeah,
Right.
you want this to persist. And even in a small way, like sometimes we get that when we go live and somebody wants to talk to us in the comments about something really specific. And it's like, we have an agenda for the live, like a good time to talk about that question is in the Discord afterward. And we can talk to you proper and not like right in the moment of when we're doing something else. So it's just like, I don't know. It's just like I don't know, like Patricia was saying, like, it's just it's practice, right? You have to practice doing this stuff because we want more of this. Like a high touch event in New York, amazing.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely
amazing.
freaking amazing.
When was the last time they did a fan event in the United States?
Yeah.
I mean, probably when they were starting. Like, probably
it's
when
been
they
a
were
long
starting.
Fucking
Very long
time. Because even with the last time that BTS toured, and I'm not counting Permission to Dance because that wasn't like a tour. The last time they toured was 2019 with Love Yourself. And they were even too big then. They couldn't really I don't think they did fan events for Love Yourself. I mean, they might have done like sound. Did they do sound check events or, maybe? But I
think they
yeah,
did.
usually
I
they-
think they did sound checks. Yeah.
yeah,
the
they
VIP,
probably did
the
like
sound
sound
check
check.
thing.
I don't know that they did like full fan events. So it's
Right.
been a hot minute. So this is a reminder, for everyone, we do have a few project members going. We know they're not going to make it weird. But, for anybody out there, like you hear people talking about some crazy shit they're going to this high touch event they're going to do. Let's just put the word, let's just encourage everybody out here on the internet to not be weird. Don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
Please don't ruin this for everybody in the future. Please don't ruin this for the future.
Just see, like in the touch event in Korea, Jin was visibly nervous when he said, "Touch, don't grab."
Yes.
Yeah,
in
be
English.
gentle.
He was like,
Be
"Be gentle." He's obviously like he's a very shy guy. You can tell.
He's
I mean, it's
very
like
shy.
if you say the behind the scenes of his video, which was not in the agenda, but now I'm bringing it up. It came out this morning. He cannot even look at this actress in the face. You know, he's like a super shy guy. He gets really, really nervous. It's like a situation also that is kind of a little bit uncomfortable if you think about it. It's like a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, a bunch of
So-
people you don't know touching you.
Right.
You know?
He wants to do it, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't cause him a bit of
Yeah,
anxiety.
he's a little bit of like, okay, I don't know how this is going to play out. So
Yeah.
be
So-
nice, be gentle, don't make it weird.
Yeah, and he's also remembering that his hug event, where mostly everybody was great, but there were two people who really weren't,
not
and one of
great.
them is facing legal consequence. At least one of them is facing legal consequences for it. Now that we know,
Yeah.
As they
so
should.
keep that in mind too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Be
all right.
nice.
Let's wrap it up and do our reminders.
Let's wrap it up. Yeah, reminders. All right, first one. Streaming, charting, voting. Wonderful ways that we support our 7 artists in all of their endeavors and give back just a little bit of the appreciation we have for all the hard work that they do. So, in the Discord, the voting, streaming, charting channel, we put in current awards that we're trying to vote for. We celebrate awards that we win. We have information from all over the internet that we put in one place for you to do. So join our Discord for voting, streaming, and charting in that channel. All the good information. I also keep up on the website for the current things that we're doing. But yeah, and it changes all the time, and it's only going to get busier. So it's good to have a guide to kind of help you and a place where you can ask questions if you're not sure. So awesome.
All right, so we've mentioned it a lot of times, but we have a Discord, guys. It's a pretty fun place to hang out. We do a lot of watch parties over there. We do a lot of just screaming together anytime Bangtan goes live or has
Sure.
an event. We will stream that over there if it's allowed to be streamed. We don't stream like the paid for concerts and stuff, but we'll stream any of their free stuff over there and scream about it together in the chat so that we don't Bangtan alone. There are lots of things going on. There's all kinds of book clubs and watch parties. I think there's a watch party almost every day of the week other than the days we go live, and even during the daytime there are on those days. And so you want to come and join us. If you are not already in the Discord, go to our website, armyproject529.com/links or ap529.com/links, and you'll be looking for the little remote, like it looks like a gaming controller icon. That would be the Discord invite, and just come hang out with us and have fun. So we do have a lot of fun.
Too.
I don't know what mill releases are.
I don't either. I was looking at that. and going,
Military,
okay, am I dumb?
the military releases.
I think yes. If they're being streamed like they were for Hobie, we did have a watch party for that.
Yeah, because they were,
Translator.
yeah, they announced it, and there was like it was like an officially supported stream. So yeah, we did for Hobie. So
That just gave me chills thinking about it.
we can't say for sure because we honestly don't know when it is happening. So like
Right,
we'll
yeah.
do our best, but those are weekdays, aren't they?
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
for the most part. Those are weekdays. So it's really dependent on like who's available and what time it happens. So
I mean, let's be real.
And if
RM
it's-
will be gone at 3 a.m. his
yeah,
time.
he's
So,
gonna already
you know,
be gone.
I mean, he's
show
gonna
up
be
to the
gone
concert,
the
they'll be
first
like,
Yeah.
he left.
It's not even
He's
gonna be
gonna-
light out yet. He's like, I'm out. Bye.
Yeah.
He's gonna be hitching
Bye.
on the side of the road. He's gonna be
Bye.
Pick up Tay.
he's gonna get an Uber.
Yeah, so it'll honestly depend. So we did.
Taxi!
He's like,
Get me
I'm
outta
out
here.
What are you doing? Come on.
Get me out of here.
Places to be.
No.
We gotta go.
Places to be.
No, I gotta be anywhere but here. But yeah, so
Yeah.
just stay tuned. If you're in the Discord server, we'll be talking about it more for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And
yeah.
it'll partially depend. We did not. Well, Jin got out. Like we did not stream his because we weren't really told when it was going to happen, and it was like a lot of chaos.
We were still new.
Was like, and we were new. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. J-Hope's
We
was
are well
announced as far as,
experienced now.
It was like being announced by Big Hit, the time in which he was coming out, and so like it was a whole thing, and he had a speech planned, and it was like an event thing. So if it's anything similar to that, then obviously if somebody's around and not working, we'll stream it.
Yeah. Speaking of watch parties, so back to the blog, week 71, And You Give Me Life. We are discussing, this week's blog is the first half of Jung Kook's debut solo album, Golden. Listen, I'm telling you.
That little album
That little album.
That little indie album.
You guys.
Yeah.
It's monumental that we are talking about Golden because we've perhaps run afoul of some portions of the internet in the past who did not think that we were fans of our wonderful Magne. And basically we were accused of favoritism towards other people because our project never talked about Golden or shared it when it was released, to which we had to
explain a fan chant.
We had to explain what time meant. Because we didn't actually exist as a project.
Did not actually exist.
We didn't exist as a project when Golden was released.
So there's no way that we could have talked about Golden when it was released.
We're not time travelers.
We can't go back in time. But we're here now.
It wasn't possible.
And we are now talking about Golden, and we are celebrating it, and we are celebrating Jung Kook's debut solo album. So if you want to come and have a really good time, because I guarantee you tomorrow night is going to be lit at every Thursday night, 8:30 Eastern. I host a watch party for the week for the blog, the weekly content watch party. We hang out. I read the blog. We watch content from it. We talk about it. We laugh. We cry. We thirst. There's going to be a lot of that tomorrow. So if you want to have a good time, make sure you come to the watch party tomorrow in the Discord server, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and we will be checking out And You Give Me Life.
Nice.
Also, more activities. Our next live is in YouTube on Sunday, May 25th. Wow, 2 months to our meeting in Kansas City. Just exactly 2 months to a meeting, Kansas City. At 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central Time. We do a deep dive on this YouTube live. Join us. We change platforms, but we still have interesting conversation. So come see us.
We do our deep dive.
And wrap it up.
Okay, well, thank you. We want to first of all say we are honored that any of you would give us any of your time. Because if I saw us freaks on my live, I'm not sure I would stop and
I'd stop for the sheer novelty.
I mean, valid.
And the fact that you not only show up, but you stay. I mean, you can't quit us, which I appreciate.
I'm gonna stick by them. That's my team. I'm gonna stick by them.
We decided last night. Okay, first of all, it was sometimes Doc and Christina and I are up way too late doing things, and then we were. I mean, it was like probably like 1 a.m. or somewhere in that, and we were working on the blog, and we just decided that maybe we needed to do a little video because we were like trying to imagine like Stephanie, she thought she was getting like some sort of like competent team, and then she just kind of looked at us and she's like,
5 of us.
And so we're like, we need to make a video where Stephanie's like that woman being like, they're like, that's your admin team, and she's like, I'm gonna stick beside him.
That's my admin team.
That's my admin team.
Really more the other way.
I'm gonna stick by him.
Yeah.
You sure about that? You sure? Really look at him. Really look at him. Yep. One stick by him. That's
Here's all the evidence. Here's all the evidence.
And you know, like
Teresa said, that'll do. Yep, that'll do.
That'll do.
we went from like not meeting each other in person last year for like 9 months, and now it's like we're seeing each other every couple of
Every
months.
other fucking
So
month.
Yep. Now we're like
I
together.
know.
Wild, isn't it?
That's what it feels
Wild.
like.
We're like, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
Anyway,
But
thanks,
thank you
Steph.
guys for joining us. We will be back Sunday night on our YouTube channel. 8 p.m. Central, which I've never gotten right. Is it 8? It's 7.
8 p.m.
It's
Eastern.
7 Central, 8.
7 Central.
Seven
Yeah, I get it
Central.
wrong.
no worries. No worries.
8 here on Wednesdays.
Check out the blog. Join us in Discord, and then we'll see you on Sunday.
Yes.
Get better, Katie.
everybody.
Yes, get better, Katie.
We love you.
Bye, everybody.
Katie.
Love you.
Love you.
Have a good rest of the week.
Bye. Bora.
Bye.